All right, open your eyes and look down. Mahalo le'safua, everyone. Today, well, let me tell you, I've watched a lot of other Polynesian videos and I see a lot of people enjoying OKA, and I thought to myself, gosh, doesn't my wife like that? And I remember back in around 2014 or 15, she got sick from OKA that someone made. It wasn't me, because I didn't even think about doing that, because the fish was either bad or something, but she hasn't eaten it since. But I do know she loves it, so hopefully if I make some good, fresh, and OKA that won't poison her, then she will be so happy. So I'm on the way to the fish market now, and after I pick up the fish, I don't think I can film in there, but I will show you me making it, and also my wife eating it, of course. All right, we'll see you then. Thanks so much for coming along. All right, I am back home. I'm whispering because my wife's down in the bedroom. I don't want her to hear me. But here's the 2 little steaks fillets of tuna that I picked up from the fish market. I've also got some English cucumber, a bunch of limes, 1 lemon, some vine ripe tomatoes, and a small red onion. So the first thing I'm going to do is chop this up. Okay, it was sitting on ice when I got there, but I'll admit, I wrapped this in cellophane and put it in the freezer for like 20 minutes to make it a little more firmer so I could get nicer cuts. So I think I'm going to put it into cubes. That's about 1/2 inch. And maybe this one's a little less than that. Let me move some of this. Oh, let's do about that size. This one's already small. All right, I'll finish up cutting up the tuna, then I'll show you what I do next. Okay, I'm done. I'm going to pour it in the bowl here. Woo! Drop something good that I washed off the counter before I started. All right, I got that there. Now I'm going to squeeze the lime juice on it. Okay, I washed my knife. I'm going to use the same board. I'll just use the other side. And let me cut some limes up here real quick. All right, once I'm done cutting these up, I'll get my strainer so I don't get any seeds into the fish. Okay, we'll see how much I can. Oh, my screen. I just said I was going to use it. All right, I think I need both hands to squeeze this hard to get more juice out. So let me put the camera down and I'll show you when I'm done. All right. So now, take the strainer off. You can see it's got the juice in there. And I'm gonna make sure it's all coated. And then I'll cover it and I'll put it in the fridge. Oh, I'll check it in like 30 minutes and see if it's opaque or starting to get that way. All right, let's start chopping the vegetables. You know, I changed my mind. What I did is I put it into a plastic bag and I sucked all the air out. That way all the tuna would get the equal parts of lime, since I didn't have enough lime to cover it all. So now it'll all get equally cooked. All right, onto the veggies. I'm just gonna do half of the English cucumber, because cucumber, I know, has a tendency to really overpower things, and I don't want her OKA tasting like cucumber salad instead. I'll probably make it into little wedges like that, like a mini cucumber pizza. There we go. After I'm done here, I'll start on the tomatoes. Okay, done with those. I clean this bucket out. Now I'll put these inside and grab one of these tomatoes. Let's do the baby one first. I'm only going to use 3 of them. So I basically want these pretty small too. Maybe, let me turn this here. Maybe I'll even try to slice it smaller. There we go. Yeah, gotta have a sharp knife for this stuff. All right. All All right, I'll finish this and then we'll start on the onion. Okay, now I'm gonna try to do the onion here. We don't need much of it, maybe half of it. So, you know, recently, well, not recently, a few weeks ago, someone had wrote me and said, why doesn't your wife cook dinner? I said, oh, because she never really, maybe she just didn't have to cook a lot. Her mom loved to cook, so. But then they're like, that's no excuse. She should cook. I'm like, well, number one, I love cooking. So I think my wife could probably cook more than I think she can. She's kind of like Faye's husband saying he can't do laundry. And she can probably actually do it. The thing is, though, she allows me to do it because she knows I simply love to cook for her and the kids. So thank you, honey, for allowing me to do that. All right, we'll see when I got these all chopped up. I'm gonna chop them up really fine, or not super fine, but little teeny cubes if I can. All right, we'll see you in a couple minutes. All right, so these are little teeny cubes now. I'm only gonna add half of a red onion. I don't want to overpower the dish with onion either. I want it to basically be about the tuna. Lastly, with the coconut cream, I only have canned coconut cream. I don't have a coconut or the coconut shredding thingy to make fresh. So what I do is I let this set still so the water would separate from it. I'm going to pour off, only pour in here about 1/3 of the liquid. And then I'll stir it up. All right, once I'm all done here, I guess we just have to wait for the tuna to finish cooking. And then we'll surprise my wife together. I'm also going to cut up a fresh little baby watermelon. But I'm also going to make some pilakaki. So I have some coconut milk. I have the chub mackerel. I have a little bit of the red onion left from the OKA onion that I use. And I don't have a tin pan or one of them foil pans, so I'll just put it in this little bread pan. And I still have taro left from the last time I made a umu. All right, let's get started making this. Okay, I tore the stems off some of the taro. Rinsed them off like my wife likes. Yeah. Could just tear it up. Shred it up. This is 6. See, I do that every time, like I say. So I don't know if this will be enough. I think it will, though. I mean, I think she really likes the pilakaki more for the fish than she does for the other stuff in it. Woo. There we go. Okay, let me get the fish and the onion chopped up. Okay, I chopped these up as thin as I could get them. It's gonna kind of lay in like this. It'll be easy to stir. It'll be easier to stir them around once it's baked in the oven. And I'm baking it at 350 for probably about, I don't know, 20 minutes, 30 minutes. I'll just peek in on it and see what it looks like. Okay, let's get the mackerel. So this is the only part that she knows she's eating. I'm just grabbing out a couple pin bones. I mean, there's bones in it anyways, but she knows that. She is a professional bone remover when she's eating, just like probably all Samoans that have experience. Me, I would probably choke and die if I tried to eat a fish with this many bones in it. There you go. Okay, let's get this in and then add the coconut milk. Oh, before I add the coconut milk, I'll add a little pepper. And let's see, maybe a little sea salt. Since the fish come from the sea, not too much. My wife is the opposite of me. She don't like salty stuff. All right, gonna add the fish. There we go. Woo! Spread it all around. She's gonna love that. And then the you know what? I might get lucky tonight. She loves it so much. All right, let's bake this and we'll surprise my wife with all the food tonight. All right, let's put this in the oven. I'm just cooking it at 350 for about 20 minutes. So I also have some French bread with cheese on it. That's from my youngest, Pepe, because she wants spaghetti tonight, and I'm not eating anything that I'm making. I'm actually going to just microwave some hot dogs and have a cheese dog with onions. All right, we'll see you in a bit. All right, while we're waiting on the pilakaki, I'm going to go ahead and add the tuna into the vegetables. They're getting translucent, so I'm gonna squeeze them out. There we go. Well, let me get a spoon to stir them. Okay, let me stir them a little bit first, and then I'll add the coconut cream. Wow, I don't eat this. I've never ate raw fish in my life, but this smells so good. I'm almost tempted to try it. Maybe someday. That'll be my special video for my 1,000th subscriber or something. Oh my gosh, I shouldn't have made that promise. Alright. Alright, let's add the coconut cream now. Oh man, it looks like ranch dressing. It's so creamy. Okay, let's stir that around. Oh, before I do though, I think I'm gonna put in a... Oh, that's too much. Just a pinch of salt. Like I said, my wife is not a salty fan. And a couple dashes of pepper. That's enough. If it does need more salt, sure, add it herself. All right, let me stir this slowly. Wow, when you add the coconut cream, the smell goes up even better. All right, I'm gonna stir this really well before, and then I'm gonna show you me setting up their plates, because hopefully my 14-year-old acapella will try it too. All right, see you in a second. All right, this is what my wife's plate looks like. She's got some... I did not make these. These were at the fish market. They had made them that morning. The wife did, I believe. This is spicy crab. This is California roll. There's her pilakaki, and there's her OKA, and of course some fruit on the side, and a little soy sauce. So I'm gonna have her come to the table and close her eyes, and I'm gonna see if she can guess what it is by smelling it, maybe. All right, honey, you ready? This is something you haven't had in probably 6-7 years. Are you excited?
Uh-huh.
All right. Open your eyes and look down.
That's OKA.
Yeah, OKA, and this is what you asked for. Your, what do you call it? Pilakaki. And then you got some California rolls and some spicy crab rolls and watermelon. Enjoy your dinner, baby.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah, the part that looks like raw chicken, basically.
Is it raw?
No, it's not raw chicken. It's tuna.
No.
And the lime juice, the acid in the lime juice and lemon juice cooks it. But technically, you can eat raw tuna.
I'm good.
Right, honey? Did you like it or no? Not a fan? Acapella's not a fan. Silhouette, would you like to try a bite of raw tuna?
No.
Would you like to eat your spaghetti?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll leave her alone. Kids don't want to be on film today. So be just mommy. What are you watching, honey?
Naruto.
Naruto.
Mm-hmm.
Uzumaki.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my wife loves anime. I enjoy it, but I'm not quite a fan, as rabid fan as she and my oldest daughter are. And then also, the younger girls like it too. So, what's your favorite anime of all time?
Let me see.
I thought you knew it already. The guy in the goes to the toilet or whatever. You changed your mind?
Yeah.
By the way, if you're curious, there's my cheese dog with onions. I know, it's just boring Palangi food, but I love it. Oh, Maka joined mommy. What were you saying, Silhouette? What's your favorite anime?
Kase-san and Morning Glories.
What? Never heard of it. Say it louder.
Kase-san and Morning Glories.
Okay. I haven't heard of that one. What about you, Acapella?
Silent voice.
Silent Voice. Is that the name of an actual anime, or is she telling me in a nice way to shut up? Well, that spicy roll too hot for you, sweetie?
Mm-hmm.
Yes?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He's gonna die.
Well, maybe Acapella can eat yours if you can't handle the spice. Well, my wife just wants to focus on eating today. Kids are sleepy-headed too. They don't want to be on film. Obviously, I don't want to be on film much. So, at least hope you enjoyed me making it. My wife says it tastes delicious. She likes the pilakaki too, but she says the taro leaves are making her throat a little numb. Maybe I didn't wash it off good enough, or it didn't bake it long enough. I don't know what gets rid of those that numbing effect. Maybe you know. Let me know in the comments. So, thank you so much for watching. We will see you next time. We appreciate all our viewers. Pastel lava for the subscribers. Honey, you want to say bye-bye or something?
Bye.
Fa. Maka, do you want to say bye? Say woof woof fa. Oh, look at your pretty eyes. You're so pretty. You're so pretty. All right, everyone. Fasevua. Peace. We are out here at quaint Long Lake, about to do some tailgating and making my homemade spicy chicken teriyaki. All right. All right, so I'm all set up now. The kids were eating over there. I got everything set up, and they're down by the water way over there. And so let me get started. I already have some peanut oil and some leftover shallots. I'm gonna turn that on high first. Let's see if we're getting it high. I'll turn it down as soon as the oil starts to bubble. A little bit of leftover garlic in there, which tastes great when it gets a little burned, to me at least. Come over here, grab the raw chicken, and just kind of slide it in there before it gets too hot. Of course, I'm using boneless chicken thigh. I mean, you can make teriyaki with chicken breast, which is, I do like chicken breast too, but, you know, I'm trying to do traditional here, so. Fix the camera a little bit. Nope. Let's see, how was that? Well, that's warming up. I got all my different spices here, which I guess I should have added this first, but I'm going to add a little garlic, fresh garlic in there. But the regular homemade teriyaki. I make the teriyaki sauce myself, so to show you how I do that, let's go back a little bit. I actually did that at home and brought it out here, so let me flash back and show you how I make homemade teriyaki sauce. First, you're going to want to get some green onions, cut off the severe ends of it, and then chop up in bite-sized little pieces. You can make it thinner or thicker, depending on what you and your family like. Unfortunately, the knife I'm using is not the super sharpest one I have, but it's the first one I grabbed out of the drawer, so. Okay, so nothing like having a drink while you're editing. So basically, I'm just getting these into little pieces, using everything but the little hairy head at the top. I don't know what you may call it. I always call them little hairy heads. So afterwards, the ones on the left there of the screen, I don't throw those away. If I was cooking for a big group, say 4 to 6 people, I'd be using all of them. But for now, I'm just doing it for myself. My kids and wife could care less if their food looks fancy. To me, though, the presentation makes it that much more enjoyable. So I'm cutting the ends here at a pretty extreme diagonal slant, and they're making little thin strips. Now, I've seen this done in southern China, and I've seen this done in other places, but I don't always see this done. But it's just a way to make your meal look more appetizing. And you use this at the end when you're doing the presentation of your dinner that you're presenting. So we'll do one more here, and I'll let you see what I create after I'm done. And that didn't look too pretty, but on the food it looks like a mini little salad up at the top. So I'm going to get these out of my way, and I'm going to put the knife down and grab my little sauce pot here in a second. And I'm putting in the ingredients for my homemade teriyaki sauce. First, I'm going to get 60 milliliters, or about a quarter cup, of cooking sake. Now the temperature I'm going to use is about medium. So that's about a quarter cup of sake, or cooking sake, let's put it that way. Then I grab about a quarter of a teaspoon of rice wine vinegar. Then I get a whole quarter cup of roasted soy sauce. It tastes super awesome. Next is mirin. I also cut that with half water, so it's half water, half mirin. And then I use a little bit of sesame oil. I'm not a huge sesame oil fan, but a little bit does give it some good flavor. And then 2 tablespoons of brown sugar. And again, you can substitute this for white sugar if you wish. Also, I'm going to add a little bit of ground ginger. I'm not a huge ginger fan, but I'll use like a quarter teaspoon in there. And I'm just going to stir it until it gets thick. If it doesn't get thick, I brought a little tablespoon of water and a tablespoon of cornstarch that I will mix into a slurry to add if I need to. So we're back. So while it's browning on one side, I'm going to add, these are some red Asian peppers. Add all of those. And I'm going to add my chopped up green onions. Just letting it brown a little bit on one side. I'm telling you right now, the smell is freaking fantastic. It smells so good. I don't know if it's the garlic or the chili peppers. Ah, that smells good. Now, if that's not enough spice for you, I've got about a teaspoon of brown green Szechuan peppercorns. These are the ones that produce the most numbness. Whoa, that's a lot. That's okay though. I said I love spice and I wasn't kidding. Oh my gosh. I wish you could smell that with me. Let's do a couple flips here. That is looking freaking-tastic. So I've got the Asian peppers in there. I actually got those from China. I ordered them. They did take almost 8 days to get here. But there, I have a friend that lives over there, and these are guaranteed fresh when they leave. So they were only 8 days old. And now I'm going to add some crushed red peppers. This is not, you can tell by the more orangish color, this is not the typical Italian crushed red pepper. This is more Asian crushed red peppers. I'm going to save some of that. I'm not going to use all of it. Now, these peppers right here, I'm not necessarily going to chew and eat them, even though I have in the past. But sometimes when I go that far, my stomach doesn't like me, or let's say something else doesn't like me the next day. But they do add a lot of heat and a lot of flavor. Time for a flip again. I'm just doing it away from the fire just in case I don't. It is smelling so delicious right now. So yeah, my wife and my 2 kids, my oldest daughter is up in Samoa for the weekend, and then she'll be back. So it's just me and my 2 younger daughters and my wife, and they're down playing by the water. It's kind of too cold yet to swim. It's about 50 degrees out right now. The sun peeks out. It was pouring rain on and off earlier, so I didn't know if I was going to be able to do this. But I did get theirs done. They just had my homemade teriyaki sauce, which is right here. And I showed you how to make that. So I did wind up putting in, I made the slurry with the water and the cornstarch. I didn't use all of it, but I used like half of it to get it a little thicker. I didn't want it so thick it was gooey. Oh wow, that smells so good. But the vapors, wow, the vapors will make your eyes water. So now I'm going to add some of the teriyaki sauce. Go for it. Might as well use up what I got, right? Hold on one second. Let's do it again. I'd say we're almost done. Let me actually grab a fork here. I'm going to bite it in half to see if it's done. Woo! It's smoking hot. I didn't bite it in half. I want to bite the whole thing. And holy smoke, it is spicy. Oh my god. But guess what? I love it. I love it. Now how does that look? I think I'm going to turn the heat off now. Just listen for a second. I don't know if I'm getting, let me see if I'm getting steamy. Wipe, wipe, wipe. There we go. Wow, that is delicious. Hold on, I'm actually going to get a drink of water. I'll be right back. And we are done. So I added some toasted sesame seeds. And there's are the ends of those green onions. That makes it look like a fancy little salad. They do that a lot in southern China. They probably do it other places as well, but now for the final thing to do, that's get a nice chunk of meat. Let me make sure it don't drip all over the camera. Oh my god. Oh, there's just one ground fish one. There's so much flavor. And the peppers, oh my gosh. This is it's so good. Well, that's it for this time, folks. I think I'm gonna eat all this and pass out in ecstasy. Oh my gosh, this is good. I always bring a little cup. It's always nice to make the rice a little fancy for the family. The kids enjoy it. And that helps with the heat too. Okay, I'm gonna keep eating, people. All right, so I'll see you again in the future, hopefully. Make sure, like I said earlier, hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and stay safe, have fun. Last but not least,